Set, ready to go. First tee at the PGA Championship. And Frank, what's ahead?
Well, if you want to put your big boy pants on, you can put it all the way in the back there. 493 yards. That's hardly a soft opening hole. That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Yeah, about 150 yards left here, Frank.
This is way left going left.
And that one's going to be in the rough, it looks like. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot.
And he's made it onto the green now.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. Really. This is an awkward length.
That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
+1 in the early going. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Lost that mini battle right there on that hole with a bogey and slips to 1 over par. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Plus, with Rory, the chat in the locker room, when you hear someone say, I couldn't hit that shot he just hit today, that's when you know you're different.
How about the 2 eagles he made in the final 3 holes Saturday, round 3, on his way to winning the Open Championship in 2014?
That was phenomenal. 16 was virtually unreachable for most of the field. 2 phenomenal shots, and obviously he's in a tussle with Ricky Fowler. And then to top it off, that 5-iron he hit into 18 was just, it never left the flagstick. Yeah, he has that ability just to hit the gas pedal at the right time.
Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either. On the green and with a putt. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. 18-footer. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect. It's going to hurt the course.
So with a make, moves to even par. As this one for par. To 1 over par early on in this round. Now the stunning 188-yard par 3 third here at Whistling Straits.
Yeah, the green angles to left. You have to be careful because it's well protected by those huge bunkers and dunes on the left.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Jordan Spieth for par. Still playing even for the day after the par. And that's in for a par. So off the par 3 third, now a beefy par 4, Frank.
And it's called glory. And make 4 here, give yourself a self 5. I'm loving that balance. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, what are we looking at here with this approach shot to the 4th?
Well, just like a lot of holes at Whistling Straits, with the water on the left, if you're going to err anyway, you err on the high side.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. It's that sneaky distance.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in. Had to be a misread.
Locked in on the read and the speed. So, 2 over par for the round. This would give him the par. Did the job right there. Frank, you don't see holes like the 5th here at Whistling Straits all that often, do you?
And not just the shape of the hole, the length. Pete Dye has managed to put both the length and the design of the hole together to make it brutally tough, but at the same time strategically brilliant.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway.
Safely on deck. Our computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. Did a nice job with that putt. Good read, good speed.
Even par currently.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So, 1 over par for the round. There's a birdie, and he's now 1 under par. Ready to hit the tee shot here at the 6th, Frank? Where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, Rich, finally a par 4 that's not overly long. There's a little bunker down the left. That's about 250 yards. Shouldn't have a problem carrying that, but it's the next 2, just up ahead around the 330 mark. Just keep it a little short of that, short iron in.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Almost. Wow.
Just a little bit of a misread there. We surmise.
He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does.
Well, for such a strong man, weak putt.
Now I'll have to make this just to avoid making Michael Bublé.
Has it.
And he's 2 under par.
Just a couple of feet.
And he makes it for a bogey here.
Another magnificent hole here at Whistling Straits. Nothing but water on the right and a huge drop-off down to the beach.
Yeah, if you're struggling with your golf, just take a little breath and look right. It'll be a great elixir.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. Just a tap in to finish the hole.
Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. This putt for par. He's made it.
Frank, check out all the bunkers on the right.
I can't count them on one hand, that's for sure. Just another example of how Pete Dye has just has gone to work in the way in which he's protected these holes.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Good contact, good result. Frank, if I'm not mistaken, earlier in the day, we were saying, what a great round. Could be something very special. What happened?
It just looked like he hit a brick wall. The difference between the good golf and the bad golf is so polar opposite.
This won't hurt him. Wouldn't say he's ecstatic, but not unhappy either.
24 feet. There'll be a lot of players much further away than that on this hole. Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
Well, it's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed.
Oh, my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking he might get it close. And just a great shot.
Settles in over the putt. He'll take par and move on. Finishing up this front 9, Frank, with a better than 440-yard par 4.
Bunkers left and bunkers right. The goal here is to hit it down the left side of the fairway. Otherwise, you might be blocked out by some of those trees that are just short of the green. Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot. But remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Strong approach shot here at the 9th, and a good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green. Listen, Muttonhead. Lay off the button, okay? Lay off the button. That little green thing down the hole, that's where you're meant to be going, okay?
You never pulled the wrong club in your entire... It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. That's 2 under par, playing well. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
He has this putt for birdie. So begins the climb back. Getting set now over the putt. Has the birdie and moves to 3 under par. Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off. A good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help him. Second shot.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Playing his second shot with the par 5. Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
These putts keep the round together. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Just 5 feet left. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you'd think it's a snack. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, he's on the green, but still plenty of work left. About a 25-footer coming up.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Kind of a tricky read.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Spieth has this for par. Has this now for bogey. That's a bogey. Thirteenth hole now, and by the looks of this one, Frank, if you were right off the tee, things could go horribly wrong.
Massive drop-offs and bunkers to the right. Doubtfully you'd ever get a good lie if you missed this fairway on the right. So, flip side, keep the ball down the left. This looks like it's heading for the bunker. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Wow, way to the right here.
And there's rough over there.
Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aimed the club at that and made sure they followed through.
This from about 10 feet. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, with the drive off to the left side, what's the player looking at now?
Well, a blind second shot, so you've got to pick one of those mounds in the distance to really focus on the line here.
That is how it's done, right there. What an approach shot.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole.
It's no snack, though.
Well, too bad. He gives one back. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Jordan Spieth can really roll it, has good feel. And let's see what he does with this putt. Well, not going to make par here. He needs this to only give up one. Stroke that with authority. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again, left and right. But it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. That one is going to end up in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
This is a 23-foot putt. This one looks good. Might like it. Oh, they're going to love it. What a putt. Did the job right there. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Second shot.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at Eagle coming up. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Getting set now over the putt. Maybe lifted right there, just sort of peaked. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Wow, he needed that, Frank, in the worst way.
Interesting to see what's ahead from now, whether that was just a flash in the pan or the start of something good.
This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Frank, the 17th hole. I don't like the sound of it. It's called pinched nerve. And I'm not sure I like the look of it. 249 yards and all sorts of trouble to the left.
Well, trouble to the left, there is some 20 feet below the level of the green, so that's a no-go zone. And then, of course, on the right, there's a huge mound, a sand dune there with a bunker in it. That sort of makes you hit that tee shot a little further left. But believe me, there is a little bit of green in between both.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? These putts keep the round together. my goodness, how did he miss that? Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
And he makes it for a bogey here. Drops it, and he's at even par. Well, it's pretty simple. You want to put your name alongside the likes of Vijay Singh, Martin Keimer, men who've won PGA championships right here at Whistling Straits. Then you need to knuckle down and make something happen at this final hole.
Yeah, par to win might be easy to say, but on a hole like this, 520 yards, it's hard to do.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, safe to say he is not having his best day out here today. What kind of advice do you give a player who's struggling?
Well, you just almost got to forget what's happened. I know that's easier said than done. Just start a clean slate. Just hit a good shot. Just find a fairway. Don't try and get too specific. There's enough out there. The greens are big enough. Just find a piece of green. Find a piece of fairway. Maybe knock a couple of putts in. And then let it add up in your direction. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Frank, this is money time. The approach shot here at 18.
Well, there's that carry over 7 Mile Creek. That's the biggest problem. So this long iron hit into this green, got to take plenty of club to make sure it finds its target.
Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. He'll need to be strong with this. Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting. Comfortably knocks it in.
Just a couple of feet. And takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Frank, that was quite a test at Whistling Straits.
Well, 7,800 yards is one of the longest courses you can play, but this golf course extracts